Hello, and I'm here today to talk a little bit about what's happening with the all age work that I've been running for, I don't know, feels like forever, something like that anyway. Now, I started running all age work for our group of churches pretty much as lockdown started. So the first time you really saw me presenting, I was on a video a bit like this, and I was making things out of cardboard. Now, I've made all sorts of things over the last year and something, culminating in this was our last make, our Jesus is Cube, and here's today's craft. There you go. Jesus is the one who helps me make good choices. Now, I've had some choices to make over the last couple of months, and I've talked to Hayden, and I've prayed, and I've thought. Before lockdown, before this whole crazy thing started and I started talking into a video camera on a weekly basis, I was part of the Emmanuel congregation, and that for me and my family is the right thing for us to do. So that's where I would like to start basing myself. I really feel ready now to be part of an in-person congregation. You'll still see me online, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm primarily now basing myself in Emmanuel as part of their congregation. And if you would like to come and join me on a Sunday morning, and I'd very much like you to, you'll see me in a morning slot, a little bit like I've had on the online services, providing a link between the sermon and something maybe a little bit more stripped back and stripped down, often with a complementary activity. Now, the set of activities I'll be working on first are all based around something called Mission Shaped Living, and it's a series we're looking at this term. There'll be various topics about being sent, having confidence and courage and compassion, about us connecting. We'll have a break for harvest, and then we'll continue and talk about conversion and mission-shaped living going forward. So all of the activities that I will present in the front of church will be based around those topics, just like the person who's preaching will base their teaching around their topic. If you will rather stay as part of the online congregation, or if that's the best option for you, then you should get an exercise book posted through your door this week if you've had a craft kit previously. Now, if you would like an exercise book and you haven't had the craft kit previously, please let me know. We can arrange to deliver one for you. But if you are going to stay as part of the online congregation, I'd like to give you a challenge. So, as part of our Mission Shaped Living series, the writer suggests that we keep a journal. So this exercise book is to become a journal. Now, yours might have a different cover, it might even be a slightly different shape to mine. But when you get it, I'd like you to make it your own. Put your name on it. If you could be really, really smart, include the words Mission Shaped Living on the front. But then decorate it either with drawing or painting or things that you could stick on. Really make it your own. This is personal and for you. And every week online, I will give a chat a little bit like I'm doing now, and I'll issue you a challenge, a little like some of those that have been on the question sheets. And the challenge will be one that you might do directly into this book, or you might write about in this book. Now, if following my challenges isn't for you, then could you journal in a way that suits you? You might write about what you've learnt this week, draw about what you've learnt this week. You might find keeping a paper journal difficult, so you might choose, or just not your thing, and you might choose to record an audio journal or a video journal, just like I'm speaking to you now. And I'd like you to keep some sort of record of what you've learnt, what you've felt, and what you've been inspired to do over this Mission-Shaped Living Challenge. If you come to church on a Sunday morning and you would like a journal, please come and approach me and I'll make one appear the next Sunday. And you too can follow the journaling part of this series. It'll be really great to see how church transforms and evolves. I really enjoyed being back in the building on Sunday morning. I'm just part of the congregation, and it was a lovely service. If you haven't got round to going back yet, why not give it a try? And if you come to Emmanuel, you just might see me.